Here's a quick little tutorial that'll show you how to change the default values on the vertical axis of whatever chart you're interested in. So for example, here I am running my device, and let me, for example, select the force probe and acquire a little bit of data. So let me just touch the force probe a little bit, so I'm measuring very small values of the force. By default, when I stop acquisition, it doesn't change the vertical scale. It leaves it the way it is, and you can see that by default the scale is set between -5 and +5 newtons. Of course, I can zoom in on this. It's not a problem. But maybe you want it to zoom in automatically for you. So let's see if we can figure out how to do that. If we go to the app right here, I'm going to right-click on it. This is on the Mac. I'll show you the PC in a second. I say Show Package Contents. I go to the Contents. I go into Resources. And inside the Resources, there's a folder called Client. It was already open. There it is. And here's a file, a JavaScript file, that has some crazy character string followed by .iolab.config. That's the one that we're going to look at. And it's very readable. You can just open it up in a text editor, and I can zoom down here until I get to the force sensor. Here it is right here. So here I can see the default scale is -5 to +5 newtons. I can change that if I want. And this fixed scale Y is set to true. That means it won't auto-scale. If I want it to auto-scale after acquisition, I just have to say false here and save it. Now let me run it again. Let's go to force. I go to record. Let's make some little changes like that. Okay, as soon as I stop recording now, it auto-scales the vertical axis. Okay, so that was pretty easy to change. It works the same way on the PC. Oops. Let me go to my PC screen. The only difference is, instead of looking in the application, you just look in the folder that contains the code. This is what you downloaded. Here is where you run the program. If you keep going into the resource folder and then the client folder, you'll see a file. It's like exactly the same JavaScript file right there. You can just open it up in some text editor and you can do the same thing. Okay. Oops, I think I opened the wrong file. That's the one I wanted. There we go. It's okay, so you can do the same thing on the PC.